ladies, so good to see you all. Welcome to this our second May meeting. It's Monday, May the 23rd, and the weather is finally getting comfortable. The weekend was balmy, but I mean, I loved it. I enjoyed it. I was outside in the backyard and I just loved it. Um, so I wasn't happy that the AC had to be on, but hey, it's because
Mine is
listen,
still on. They still running. I need to turn them off.
wow,
You have air
no,
conditioning.
listen, coming from that high winter bill, you don't want to know. My bill is like almost my paycheck, my electric,
Well,
gas
you can
bill.
get you can get help. They say everybody can get help, even if you make too much money.
Really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
so call.
Okay, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you guys for coming. I saw Carpo joined us. She is muted, but she is on. So she won't be able to participate live, but she's on, so that's good. In these sessions, we share information so that we can operate as Avon consultants with confidence. The more we learn, engage, and act on these ideas, the more we will grow and become successful business people. One of these days, you'll just surprise yourself, which sometimes I do myself. I surprise myself by how much information I've gathered and how much I know because I've been, engaged and learning. So thank you guys for showing up tonight. Our inspirational quote for tonight says 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Just do it, guys.
Just
It's
do it.
simple. What happened is, there are all kinds of studies that are out that talk about hesitation. And when we hesitate, it leaves that gap in our brain for our brain to fill in all kinds of things. And it is said, hi Cheryl, good to see you. Um, it is said that our brain is designed to protect us. And so what happens sometimes is because of experiences we've had in the past, where we might be disappointed, let down, whatnot, our brain is there reminding us sometimes, remember that time when you called and nobody answered, or the person was rude to you on the phone, or, something. So when we're getting ready to do something, our brain, in an effort to try to protect us, is going to be, reminding us of all kinds of things. And then we hesitate. And then we just don't do it because then it says, remember so and so. And then we start thinking, oh yeah, because, and then it keeps stacking up. Remember the time when this person hung up the phone on you, and then you start remembering the other time when this person was rude, and you could remember and remember and remember and remember. And because we are in that space where we hesitate, then we don't do what we need to do. And I'm getting into this habit, guys, of when I think of something, whatever it is, if I think of somebody and I say I need to text the person to say hi, how you're doing, I just go right ahead and just text them. As long as I'm in a position to text the person, I just go right ahead and do it. Because the more we put off is the more we put off.
Right.
And it keeps delay and delay and delay. And the same thing with our customers. Saturday evening, after I came home from vending, I sat in the backyard, as I was telling you before, and I sent out like 27 texts from my phone to customers and to old team members or even team members that are no longer active. And two of the team members that were no longer active said, boy, they want to come back to Avon. And one of them
Mm-hmm.
placed an order last night. So, it's like, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Hesitation does not help us. So
Right.
just do it. Sorry, that was kind of long-winded. Okay, nothing to add. Anybody?
No, I agree. Just do it. That's the one thing I like about the Avon and selling it. You can just do something at any given moment. Even at your job, somebody had told me, "Can you put an order in for me?" And I got to my desk and I just put the order in. So you just do it. I didn't want to forget, so I was like, "Okay, you want two?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "All right." And I just did it. I just put it in, and then I started working again. So
Yeah, yeah,
it's like you said,
absolutely.
if you're able to do it at that moment, just do it and get it over with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to add to the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just do it. When I look at it, it just says to me, okay, I have 5 seconds to think and do what I gotta do. So after that 5 seconds, I have no choice but to do it.
Mm.
Absolutely.
So I think we should all just go ahead and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just do it. And then I think that the more we do that, the more oomph we get,
Absolutely.
to continue to do what we're doing. I think the more we
Absolutely.
use that, it's the easier that it becomes.
Absolutely.
Like with you, Angie,
Absolutely. And
like
so
with you,
if you think of doing something, calling somebody, doing whatever or not, you just 5 4. Because what they say is, if you say 1 2 3 4 5, your brain would want to continue to count. One,
Yep.
two, three, four, five, six, seven. Your brain want to continue to count. But when you say five, four,
Four,
three,
three,
two,
two.
one, there's nowhere else to go but to
Mm.
do it. So
Like,
it's like a 5 4 3 2 1. You
mhm,
blast off like the astronauts. So that's
that's
it,
good.
guys. Just do it.
That's like with you, Angie. I do my inspirational quotes in the morning to
Yes.
my customers as well as my individual friends. Some may respond back, others may not, and I thank you for responding, checking on me. But it's very worthy.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just do it. And those little check-ins, man. And the thing is, Miss Brown, you make a good point. Some respond, some don't. And even the ones that don't, the minute you stop, they would be like, "Oh, you used to text me."
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So those little things are good.
Yeah,
They're
because my
going
one
to
of my
be
newest
good.
customers I met at the bus stop.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't take my grandkids to school anymore. So I was waiting for the bus one day. She said, "Hi, Miss Denise. I was just thinking about you. Thank you for your inspirational quotes every morning."
That's
Mm.
it. That's it. That's it. So Avon's mission, thank you for that contribution, Ms. Brown. I appreciate it, and Jean and Tamara. Thank you. Our mission at Avon is to celebrate women's power to make a beautiful and positive impact in the world. And just for being on here tonight, we are absolutely doing that. We are celebrating women's power to make a beautiful and positive impact in the world. Miss Tamara.
Um,
It's celebration
Woo!
time.
I think I had a new order.
Because we get to celebrate each other and celebrate what our wins have been for the past week. I know I have some wins for Judy. I think I see it there. And Carissa gave me some that I forgot to send off to you, Angeline.
Okay.
Um, let's start with what we have. We have Miss Barbara. celebrating her 5th Avon anniversary. I love to call it Avon anniversary.
Right.
Congratulations, 5 years in Avon. Miss Denise Brown, you have one new customer. Congratulations, Miss Denise.
Hey,
Um,
congratulations.
KPIP Facebook group was created in 2017. Today is the 22nd, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
today 23rd. So yesterday
okay.
was the anniversary.
5 years ago,
5 years.
celebrating our 5th Facebook anniversary. Congratulations,
Yes.
KPIP. Kayla Brooks, her first online order. Congratulations, Kayla.
Congratulations.
Pinky had 2 new orders from Facebook posts. So
Yes,
Oh,
that
that's
congratulations.
good.
yes, that bug guard
Um,
post that she I created it one for her and she posted it and immediately she got 2 orders from that.
okay,
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
That was
good.
good.
Pretty
Mm-hmm.
good. Yeah. Miss
Yeah.
Judy had 3 new customers.
Oh, wow. That's
Go,
good.
Miss Judy.
Go, Miss Judy.
But ask me
Good.
how many
Yes,
orders
yes.
I got this week. Nothing.
Well,
That's
guess
all
what?
right.
Last week. This week just started, so we still have lots of time.
Yes, yes.
Lead, one new team member, one new customer, and she sent out her bug guard leaflet, which you stole, me and Jeannie. um, and one order so far from it. So congratulations, Angeline.
Yes. Woo-hoo.
I have one new customer.
Okay.
I have one new customer. Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
She wanted some face wipes.
yeah,
Oh.
all right.
Mm-hmm.
Needs to reestablish
Our business. Sorry,
her
business.
business and placed her campaign 12 order. Okay,
Yes.
name that you a past member, I presume.
Yes, yes. She
Okay.
was a team member and she kind of stopped and she reestablished. Yeah.
Okay, so welcome back, Denise.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Cheryl,
Welcome
we
back.
have a new customer. Congratulations, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Customer.
Gave customers in her vending. So she had a vending event this past weekend, and she also had one new customer. Congratulations.
Now you know I love you, right, Jeannie?
Yay.
Oh, Jeannie.
Jeannie, you know I love
Oh,
you, right?
thank you. One new customer, and yeah, I did do vending. I did do vending. It was pretty good. Not better than last week, but whatever you make, as long as you get your table money back and extras, you're doing fine.
Doing fine.
So I'm trying to do as many as I can.
It's a start.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if any of you want to, you guys really need to see if you can go out and then start just stocking up on your products. That's what I do. I just keep stocking up on products. Just keep stocking up because you never know what they want, and that way you'll have something to put on that table.
That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta have something to put on that table.
Can I ask a question?
We had Caritha, he had a couple, I think it was like four online orders, Caritha. Yeah, four
That's good.
online orders.
That was good.
Very good. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Good
Congratulations.
job, Carissa.
Mm-hmm.
I had one new Skin So Soft customer on my way home on Saturday. I got a call for 2 large bottles of Skin So Soft. So
Wow.
that was my end of the week high.
Oh, okay.
So that's one new customer for me this week. So congratulations, everyone. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Oh, Miss Linda has family challenges, but still managing her business.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Miss Linda.
Yeah, her husband actually had a heart attack and
Oh my God.
in the hospital and all that kind of thing. So
Mm.
yeah.
And you
Yep.
see, despite all her struggles, she's still,
Mm-hmm.
operate her business. So let's keep Miss Linda in our prayers.
Yes, 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 for sure. Well, I had a struggle too. So when I did my vending on this past,
Jeannie, hold on. You're next. You're up next.
Am I?
Yes, you're up next. You didn't get a chance to look at the slides.
No, I didn't.
Okay. Yeah. Tamara, you done? Tamara? Okay, she's probably gone back on her call. Well, congratulations, everyone.
Right.
Continue to do our business. We continue, and you know, we from those 27 texts that I sent out on Saturday, I'm not even looking at, you know, any numbers or anything. I just said, well, I just put it out there, and whatever comes back, it's good. So the whole thing is, you know, we just do it. Just do what you have to do. So if we have no orders coming back, or no new team member coming back, or no online order, we should feel good within ourselves that we have done the best that we can.
Right.
Trust and believe that the returns will come. Okay?
Right.
So,
hey, who's that? Oh, wow. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. So at this time, we're going to be giving Jeannie an opportunity to just share. She has had this year, you know, I've done some major, I almost said fundraising, vending events. And so, you know, I know a lot of you are interested in vending. So Jeannie's just going to share her experience with us to see how it has been for her so far.
Well, so far it's really been pretty good. I do enjoy doing it. I like talking to people and just hearing what they want to purchase. And a lot of people come up to the table and it's like, oh, wow, you know, I didn't even know Avon still exists. And I'm like, yeah, you know, we're still hanging in there. We're still, like they say, in the house. So just hearing that some of them say they used to be representatives or consultants, their moms used to do it. I had this one lady come up and she said, I remember buying the perfume deodorant, that liquid stuff. I said, I have one of those right here. She was like, really? I was like, yeah. And so she said, I want to buy that. And I was like, okay. So I had it for a little bit, but I sold it to her for $3. It was the only one that I had. And she was so excited to get that one bottle of liquid perfume. So we talked about how I used to use it when I was a little girl. My grandmother would buy it for me, and it was deodorant and perfume for me because I was too little to wear real perfume, so I wore that. So it's fun just being out, talking to people, and just hearing their experience or what they like. So I'm trying to do as many as I can. I try to buy as much as I can. I see my profit, but I put it back into the business so I can keep my stock going. That's what I do with mine. So I just keep doing that because each time I go, I want to go with something different. Just new products. But last week, it rained last Friday and I was in Clifton. And so when we got to the park, it was like all these gnats or something was flying around and was just biting people. So people was running over to my table. Do you have the bug guard? Do you have the bug guard? So I sold like 8 bug guards, you know, that morning. And people was like, I was like, oh, I need to buy me some more of this because I never sold that before. I never sold it before, but those mosquitoes and gnats, they were out there biting. So while we were setting up, you shooing this and, you know, splashing or just, you know, trying to knock stuff out of your way because they, you know, trying to attack you. But whoever can just try to put some money aside and just try to order some stock little by little, even if you do it now, and even you don't get the event till next year, start building some stock so you'll get a chance to get out there and sell what you have. because eventually you do see your money coming in, and that's how you boost your sales too, by buying stock. So it's a joy. Now this past Saturday, I was almost a little down. You know, you can see my car sitting there, so that's what I like about the JC event. You actually set your table up on the side of your car, so you don't have to be lugging stuff all over the place. And I had my trunk open, and my stuff is in boxes. It's not in containers, so I was so tired of lifting the boxes to take them downstairs, put them in the car. When I got to the site, I didn't want to take the box out, so I just opened the trunk, and I was just taking stuff out of my boxes. And at one point when I came back to my car, somebody had stolen like 9 bottles of perfume from me. So I just couldn't even get past that. Wow. And one of the girls who, you know, was vending on the side of me, she was like, maybe you left it home. And I was like, no, I know I cleared everything out the hallway, you know, downstairs. But I waited, and when I came home, I knew I didn't leave it home, but somebody actually stole 9 boxes of Mesmerized perfume from me. So I only had 3 left. But wow, you just never know. You never know. So now today I went and bought some containers, and I will be taking my stuff out one by one, but I will be locking my trunk because that was in Bloomfield. So people still all over. Right. But I called the lady and I told her, if you see anybody sell this perfume, sent her a picture of it, you'll know that they took that from me. It's not that she can do anything, but nobody else sells Avon. But other than that, it is good. It really is good. So I'm going to be on Bergen Street on June the 18th at the movie theater in Newark. I'm going to be there. That's my next one. I'm skipping this Saturday because it's a holiday, but it's an experience. It's good.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Jeannie, for sharing your experience. Does anybody have any questions for Jeannie?
I just have a question for anybody. Can you hear me?
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay. I have a country house, and when you go up to the country house at the end of May, beginning of June, all through June, you have black flies. Will this bug guard work on the black flies?
Now that I don't know. You might have to read up on it to see, you know, what it works on, because I don't know, but I know people was purchasing it for the mosquitoes and the gnats. So I don't know about black flies.
Black flies bite.
Yeah, they do.
Is there another name that's always known by black flies?
No, the only name I know of them by is black flies, because they're little tiny flies that bite you.
Okay.
They get into your hair. They get under your clothing, and they take over your body.
Okay. It is our products, they say, repels the mosquitoes, deer ticks, gnats, something called no-see-um.
No, it's not the no-see-um.
What that is.
Okay. No-see-ums are they're also little bugs that bite.
Okay. And the gnats and the sandflies and biting midgets.
Whatever that is.
I don't know what a biting midget is.
So I wonder if that may be it. I don't know what that is. You might have to Google what is the biting midgets, and see if that may be it. You know, but the thing is that it oh yeah, okay. A quick check doesn't say anything about it just says tiny flies. Yeah.
The same one that we call dingy flies, Angeline.
Call what?
Dingy flies.
Dingy flies. Oh, maybe.
Probably.
Maybe. Yeah. So we may have to check into that. Now, are you thinking for something that people can wear, because what happens is the Skin So Soft bath oil, while we don't sell it for the purpose, what customers have said is that once they wear the Skin So Soft bath oil on their skin, then the pests do not come bother them, you know?
Right.
And so they buy the Skin So Soft for that. So that might be something that you might want to try.
I just looked up biting midges, and the black flies come under that. There's like
Oh, there you
5,000
go.
species.
There you go. There you go. So yeah. So
Judy,
could try.
so Judy, you have that problem like when you're sitting outside?
Yeah, well, when I'm doing any kind of these lovely little black flies, if I'm raking pine needles, they hide under the pine needles, and when you're raking them, they come right out, right at you. And sometimes they get into your hair and they bite you in the head, and your head itches like hell. Or they get in under your shirt if you have an open neck shirt, and they get you there too. And they crawl up your legs, and they, you know, if you have the loose fitting pants on, so you got to wear socks over. We got to wear what do you call those? Long pants with socks over them, so that they don't get in your pants. Because they bite, they itch like crazy, and they ooze. Wow. And it's not pleasant at all.
No, it's not.
Can't be.
No.
And it's for like, it's like a whole month, the whole month of really June, that these damn bugs are out.
Wow.
That's a lot. Okay.
All right, well, hopefully that will help.
I'm taking it with me, so
yes,
we'll see what happens.
Yeah. That's something different. Okay, so it says becoming an Avon consultant.
Yeah, this is recapping from our last meeting. Yeah.
For this season, let's work towards being consultants instead of order takers. It means when customers give us orders, we ask questions. If they order lotion, ask, have you used this before? Or I notice you always order this lotion. How is it working for you? Or have you ever tried, and then you give them an example of something else. So in the last meeting, we shared ideas on what questions we could ask our customers to educate them and to increase their orders. So that.
Yeah. So unfortunately, because Tamara and I were talking, I did not take notes on what we shared. So I cannot, Jeannie, I'm sorry, just have to leave it hanging like that. But we really shared in depth as to some of the things, some of the ideas that you could give. People are asking for fragrances, you know, you can introduce them to other fragrances in the same category and so on. So we really want to become consultants. We're asking the customers more questions as they are ordering, and we are sharing information, which means that we have to be educated. And this forum, these meetings that we have do help to prepare us for those. And of course, Avon U does help us as well. Speaking of Avon U, I wonder, but I won't ask. I see somebody hanging their head. Main focus for tonight, we're continuing to get our minds around being consultants. And so tonight we are going to be looking into, okay, we're going to be looking into another aspect of being consultants, and that it is simple for us to be aware of the level that we're at. And in Avon, there are three main representative levels. There is the contender, which is when you see that C, and this is a rep that with award sales of up to $4,999 for the year. And the contender earns 25% on beauty and jewelry orders of over $40. So if a contender places an order for $35, they do not earn anything on it. That order has to be over $40, excluding tax and shipping, the products alone. And on fashion and home, 20% is what they earn. So some of you on here are currently contenders, and I know you're working hard to not be at the end of the year. So, but that is one category. Then the next one is when we give ourselves that salary increase, we go up to the premier level, which is the P. And that is a rep that with award sale of between 5,000 and $9,999 per year. At the premier level, you earn 30% on beauty and jewelry, and 20% on fashion and home. Now, I'm sure you know when it says home, it's talking about all of those cleaning products and so on, right? And fashion is all of the clothing, not jewelry. Jewelry, we earn the higher percentage, but fashion meaning the clothing and shoes and home. And at the president recognition, people who are participants in the president's recognition program, PRP, that are people that are President's Club, Honor Society, and so on. They earn the orders up of $10,000 or more per year. They earn between 40 and 50% on beauty and jewelry, and 25% on fashion and home. So nobody in Avon earns more than 25% on fashion and home. And the reason is that those are produced by third party. Those are not produced by Avon. And so the percentage that we get on that is a little less. And so what we do as business people, consultants, is we set our target as to where we want to be. And staying at the contender level is not ideal. It is really good for us to be at least at the premier level, because what you see from your earnings is really much different. Right. And at the president's recognition program level, it's even better. Yes. Because what it means, guys, is if you are buying an item that, for example, costs $10, right? It means that your earning from that is $2.50. What it means is you are coming out of pocket and paying Avon $7.50, right? But at the premier level, that same product at $10 you are paying your earnings is $3.33, and you are paying Avon $6.69, whatever it is, $6 some cents. So so you see the amount that you are actually, not only are you earning more, but you're coming out of pocket less for the same products. And it gets even sweeter at the President's Club level, because at 40% for that same product for $10, your earning on that product is $4, and you are coming out of pocket $6 to Avon. And so the customer is still paying $10.
Right.
And so it makes a world of difference when you are ordering, especially the core products. I would not suggest that you focus so much on the fashion and home.
Right.
As a matter of fact, when people are ordering fashion and home, you're asking them, you know, do you want some lotion with that? You know, do you want some fragrances with that? Because your earnings on that is not more than between 20-25%. And so it makes sense, guys, to push towards getting to the higher level. Now, you don't have to tell me about it's difficult. I know it's difficult. You understand? But it is worth it. It is, because the thing is, here's the sweetest part of it. Once you reach President's Club level, say in December 2022, for the entire year of 2023, you are earning at the President's Club level. So it does not drop come January 1. It goes right through to the end of 2023 when campaign 26 ends, right? And so it is worth it. It is worth it. And even if it means sometimes, as Jeannie say, you get some items for yourself so that you can then have a table somewhere and you sell your products that way.
Right.
So that's just I just wanted to put that out there so you can see the picture of your business, how your business is. Any questions or comments?
You
can take the next one.
You want me to take the next one?
No,
business awareness.
No. That's one that
okay.
I thought you were saying something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, what I was going to say was when I don't see my money is because I'm vending. When I'm not vending, then I really see it because I'm not buying a lot of products because it's too cold for me to vend. But right now, since the weather is warmer, I'm just trying to stay up on, certain products. So when I go out there, I'll have, what I think I'm going to sell, or I think that someone's going to. Well, I don't
need to say, Miss Linda. No, what did you say, Miss?
No, Tamara, you're not muted.
Yeah, so I try to just like they say, you have a business, you have to put your money into your business. So for the summer months, like now, in order for me to vend, I have to put my money right back in it. I still see some of it, but I don't see all of it because I don't have to pay for my products because Avon is really paying for me because that's the money that I earn. So instead of keeping the money in my pocket, if I don't have to pay a bill, to be honest, I'll just buy some more products with it just to keep that stock going. So I'll have stuff when I'm ready to go out.
Yes.
But the President Club it is good money. I'm trying to really work hard. So if I don't reach 19,000, at least I'm gonna be over 10,000 because the money it is good just to be sitting home. It is good.
Yeah. And just the feeling you get that you don't have to be paying so much money.
Right.
You know,
right.
It means, guys, that with your order that is say $120, you know, you're not coming out of as much.
Right.
You know, so it makes sense to aim to be above the contender level. Thank you for that, Jeannie. I don't know if Tamara is able to join us now. We want to continue. Yeah, I was saying that we could flip it because the first one was yours. Can you?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I just have to use it. I can't see the computer.
Okay.
Our Avon What's New is our opportunity to buy new products in advance of the brochure. It is our premiere book. We get one of each. Or is it two? Oh, we get one with each order, and you can get 2 items when you place. So if, for instance, you see something there that you want to promote, you're allowed. And I like that Avon put it where we can only get 2. So it's the same for everyone. Everyone gets the same 2. So there's no representative who gets to order more. So, you know, I would love for us to jump on the opportunity when we see something, especially when it comes out in skincare, because you know how sometimes skincare prices are a little bit elevated. So if you can get it now, demo it. That's a good idea. Some people buy one, or they give it to their customers or sample. So you can ask for feedback from your customers, especially if there's something that comes out and you know that a particular customer likes this group of products. Then you can give it to them and have them give you feedback on that product. So please utilize the previews. For those of us in President's Recognition Program, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So, you know, make sure you look at the pricing and see if it makes sense. You know, because sometimes it really doesn't. Sometimes you're paying the same if you go and do. So make sure you look at the pricing and see whether or not it works out. We use our website information on new products. So sometimes you might see like rubrics or charts where they differentiate, especially I know where the perfumes, you can see that they categorizing the perfumes in different scent groups and stuff like that. And that could be a good tool that you use when you're recommending fragrances to your customers. Also, when it comes on to skincare, it gives you the basic that you need so that you can communicate with your customers one-on-one. They also have buy one get one free deals in the preview book. You also have samples, some samples that you might not be able to see on online. All the samples there at the back of the book. The freebies are good. Sometimes you might even see the bundles in the preview book. So I want you all to make sure you look at that preview book and study all the new stuff that come out so that we have some knowledge of what is coming out in the next campaign. So you can also share it with your customers. Questions on what's new? No? Everybody's versed on the what's new?
Well, I saw the what's new, the bug guard stuff. I was going to buy 4 of the Skin So Soft, the lotion bug guard. And then when I looked in the what's new book, I saw that I can get 3 plus 2 aerosol cans plus some wipes, and it costs $41. But the 4 creams for the bug guard, they were $9 and some change each. So it's still totaled out to the same thing, but I got more getting that $29 bundle. I mean, that $41 bundle.
And then you also got free products that you can give to your
Yes, now you got the bags and the glasses. I didn't even count all that. But yeah, you get all that extra stuff. So, but I was just looking at, I can get 3 and still get 2 aerosol cans. You know, I just got, and a small little 4 or 8 ounce, but like you said, the free gifts too. So that's what I'll be trying to weigh it out. So not this campaign. So next campaign, I'll just reorder, see what I can get as far as the bug guard. So I'll be trying to weigh it out to see how you get the most for your money, because you're going to sell it all separately.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thanks for that, Miss Jenny.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else?
Oh, we awfully quiet tonight.
Very quiet tonight.
Everybody familiar? Everybody knows what the What's New? These are the What's New books. Everybody knows about them? Mine. Yes, yes?
Yeah, I looked at mine, yeah.
Okay. So, okay, thank you for that, Miss Denise, Miss Cheryl. Okay.
Did you say, Angeline?
Huh?
I didn't hear you. What did you say?
I said thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Miss Judy, you use your What's New?
I'm
Since
sorry?
you all don't have any questions, I'm picking on you because listen.
I know, because I keep getting up and walking away.
Oh no, well, no.
No, I use the What's New. I order some products from there. In fact, I ordered my bug guard from the What's New.
Okay, good.
That's why I'm going to be taking it with me.
Okay.
I'm not giving away the bags. I order my samples from it, and I have right now. I've got all kinds of samples, so I'm trying to give out samples to each order. That I
okay, good, good. Caritha, give me a yes or no. You use the What's New? Okay, she's typing. Miss Denise, you use it? She stepped away. You're muted, my friend.
Whew. Do I use what?
You watch.
She sounds like she's so tired.
I don't feel good at all.
No.
Oh.
Oh wow.
I don't use the What's New. But
huh?
2 of my customers does.
What?
No.
All right, let's go on. Okay, thank you for that, Miss Denise. We're gonna see. Okay.
I got my orders in, but I never got a chance to order yet from there.
Okay, got it.
Tell Kalita you need to look in there. Look, because there be some good bargains in there sometimes. It's not like it used to be a couple years ago, but you still, may get something.
That's good. That's very important.
So Kalita, when you look to see who ordered what, when you look in your cart, if you see anything in that What's New book, don't use the one in the regular campaign. Go to the What's New book, because that's money coming back to you, because you're going to get it cheaper in the What's New book, because you're going to order it for yourself, but you're going to sell it to your customer. That's what I do.
Yeah, it was just double check the prices.
Right.
And because Avon is being slick these days with the price in the What's New, so you gotta double check it. I did the math today on the, I wanted to order the sun products, and I did the math with it, and I had to do the math with that to figure out whether I should buy it or not. Because they're giving free products. You get the free
Right.
product, but then I have to look to see if there are free products that I'm gonna move.
Exactly.
You know,
Right.
because I don't want to have them sit, especially you know the more expensive products. I don't want to have
Right.
them sitting on. So you know,
Right.
that's
Yeah,
it.
you got to check and make sure that it's something that you move.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, that's why I did. That's why I did the bug guard, because I know I'm gonna sell the bug guard. The glasses I may give, I may keep, but a bag I may give away. But I just looked at the bug guards that I was getting for that price.
Yeah.
I got more for that bundle than I did to buy 4 separate.
Absolutely.
You know what
Yeah,
I
so-
you know what I did with the bags, Miss Beauty? The
Mhm.
I put up a sign and say reusable totes, and I sell them for $5.
Really? That's good. I ain't think of that.
Yep, because I got 7 of them. What am I going to do with 7? So I put them up. Reusable totes, $5.
I got 6, and I'm gonna get some more. I may just do that.
I may just do that too. That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got them. I may just do that.
May just do that. So Carissa says she normally do use the What's New, so that's good. Thank you for that, guys. Thank you. So some quick tips as to what you can do with it. It is an opportunity for you to see what's coming along. How you use this with your customer is you let them know what's coming. We don't typically give the what's new to our customers. I mean, these days, I don't think it's as big a deal because the prices in there is not too different, but you gotta then explain to the customer which price they are going to pay if you're going to be risking to give the book to them. Personally, I do not give them the what's new. I don't typically give them the what's new. And most people don't, but listen, if it works for you, then that's fine.
Right.
So if we know that people, are into Imari, then in campaign 14, we have a new, it's 14 or 15, we have a new Imari coming out. And so we can say to them, hey, look what's coming, and when we're able to, in campaign 13, buy the Imari, then we can, we can order it. Or what people do to their customer is that say they're taking pre-orders. And so they collect these orders, pre-orders for their customers, and work it that way. We can take a picture of the item and text it to our customers and say, hey, look what's coming. We can post a pic on social media just to let them know. Or our customers who we're in phone contact with, we call them and let them know what's coming in the not too distant future. So guys, that's it as far as the what's new is concerned. We just want to awaken you once more to these tools that we can use as consultants to let our customers know what's coming ahead so that we can be servicing them. We can be their consult to let them know that we care about them. We are thinking about them. So this is one more way that we can on our way to becoming serious consultants. Any questions or comments?
No.
Thank you, Cheryl, for that.
You're
go
welcome.
ahead, Teresa. Oh, hold on.
I'm going to release my order after we're done.
Okay. Thank you for that, Cheryl.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Go ahead, Caritha.
You know what Avon is doing, but I had orders that went to North Carolina. And my cousin called me back and said she wanted to know if she can purchase the harpoon instead of the big one because she ordered the green one. And I said, what book are you looking at? She said, what's new? And I said, what's new? I asked her, I said, that came in your box? She was like, yeah, so I don't know what Avon is doing. She said about that what's new book. What?
She got a what's new book in with her order. Okay, well, that's probably something that they're doing, sharing the preview book with the customers. I would love to, if you could ask her to take a picture of it to see what the information they get, you know, so maybe that is something new that they're getting. Interesting. That's interesting. Okay, good to know. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Tamara, you still want to do this or you know?
I'm ready.
Okay.
All right, so, you know, it's summertime and people have always, I know one of the questions that we get a lot is, do we have sun protection? We do. Another question, do you have sun protection for the body? And I'm so glad to introduce a new
Tamara, you're a little off mic. I don't know, the computer that you're using, just kind of go.
Oh, okay.
The one that you're using, just bring it a little closer to you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, that's better.
Yeah, a new Solier Active Face and Body Protection Lotion and Broad Spectrum SPF 50. So it's a face and body, and that is the middle one. I believe it's the middle one that's on the picture, and that is $24.99. And then we have the face lotion, which is the one with the green, and that one is $22.99. So they are both hyperallergenic. You know, everybody, the question they ask all the time, you know, can I use it on my babies or on kids? So it's hyperallergenic, dermatologist tested, and it's free from oxybenzone and oxynoxate, which are chemicals that you might find in some other sun protection.
Okay.
So as I said, it's great for face and body. It's very lightweight. It blocks UV rays, which means that it is great for, you know, all time. So if you're doing a tan or something like that, you're going on the beach, laying in the sun, this is very good for that. It has peony extract, and it also hydrates the skin. So it doesn't only block the sun, but it also moisturizes and hydrates while it does that. It also includes some of the things that it includes: nutmeg extract, vitamin B5, vitamin B3, peony extract, and some of the things that these things do. The peony extract helps restore cell growth, and for mature skin cells, promotes collagen. So it helps to plump the skin as well. And I think that's where the anti-aging part comes in. Vitamin B3 helps to minimize the pores, improve skin tone, soften the appearance, lines and wrinkles, and protects against environmental stressors. And then the B5 is a super hydrator that helps prevent water loss and provides long-lasting moisturizing and enhancing. So for these products, you would use them in the morning after your skin regimen, especially if you're putting it on your face. So that would be the last thing that you put on your face. And then you can apply it. Well, the only thing is that you apply it 15 minutes before sun exposure, and then you have to reapply at least every 2 hours. So if you know you're going to be outside, so for people who I know, I see a lot of people who do like gardening and stuff like that outside. So when we recommend this product, I would tell them, you got to reapply after every 2 hours. So for us who go up vending, we have to reapply if we're going to use this product. And I hope we are going to use this product for our face and our body. But for the face, most likely, it's going to be exposed to the sun the most. So we have to reapply this product at least every 2 hours if you're going to be in the sun of time. If it's going to be out, in and out, then I think whatever you apply for the morning would be okay.
So this is good for the beach.
What did you say?
I said this is good for the beach.
Yes, it is. But the only thing, and that's why we have the other product there, which is the sun protection. The only thing with the new foliar is that it is not waterproof. So we will have to use the sun protection, which is the one in white bottle with the orange top. Now this product is a sun protection SPF 40, but the only difference that I see is that it is water resistant. So like the bug guards, I think the bug guard ones usually say you have to reapply after every 80 minutes. It's the same thing with this one. So a new Solier in the gold or brown bottles, those are not water resistant. So if you plan on going to the beach, like what you just asked, I would also take one in the white and orange food, so that you will be protected while you're in the water. Yeah. And then in the sun protection, one in the white bottle with the red with the orange. So you have a big one and a small one. Small one is actually for the face, and then the bigger one is a body. So it's two different ones. So this one that we have on the screen is $16.99, and then the smaller one is $13.99.
Yep. Awesome.
And some of the things that people are this is GMO free, gluten free. So when you mention that, make sure you mention that it's GMO free and gluten free. A lot of people, I think that's the big thing now. People love that. So the one that is on the screen now, the sun protection it's called, the SPF 40, it's GMO free, gluten free, chemical free of UV chemical filters, free of silicone, parabens, artificial fragrance, all of that. Reef safe for marine and aquatic life and coral reefs. So when you go, it will not pollute the ocean. As some of the other sun in there and it runs off, it not pollute the water in some way, shape, or form. But this one is safe for marine life. So those are some of the things that you take into consideration, because we have a lot of health conscious people around. So when you mention these things, they will be quicker to oblige and purchase. So when you get a chance, take time to look over these items and promote them, because especially last week Saturday was really hot.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have some hot days. So let's promote our new sun protection line.
Yes, and thank you so much for that, Tamara. And I took this one, the white one, to the flea market, and the lady wanted 2 of the face one. I only bought 1 because I'm like, I'm just gonna try it. And she wanted 2, but I only had 1. And then so she bought one of this one and one of the face one. So people are definitely looking for this.
I'm so happy they came up with a variety, because we usually have, you know, I think right now in the catalog before, we only had a new Kayla run, and then the sun protection. I think this other one, blue box, had that as well. But I think these are affordable, and the size of the products are good too. And these ones are travel friendly. The one in the white bottle with the they're both travel friendly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you very much, Tamara. Any questions or comments, anyone? So I just want to say, okay, I take it that there's none. You know, welcome, Miss Pinky. Glad to see you on. You know, I just want to say that these presentation that we're having are really worthwhile. I mean, we are getting good quality information here, and I know that you all appreciate it. I know that. But I just want to share a personal experience with you. You remember some time ago, Tamara talked about the vitamin C, and she was talking about the vitamin C, the eye cream. Well, let me tell you, a couple weeks ago, a man came to me with what I see as the worst case of crow's feet. I mean, his skin was indented in, and I mean, he came up to me, you know, how men are, he was kind of shy, do you have anything for eyes? And at first I was like, you know, he was talking about it for his wife or so. And then he showed me his eyes and he said, you know, what I have. And right away, I thought about the vitamin C based on the information that Tamara had shared here about it. And, you know, I told him how to use it and so on. And he left. You know, he didn't say too much, you know, be the man and everything. And he left. A couple weeks later, last week that man came back, and remember with the rain and so on, we missed some weeks at the flea market, and he was like, he was gonna call me, you know, I guess you got shy and things. If you see that man's eyes,
wow,
oh my goodness, oh, the difference.
Wow.
So he came back for another one. And being the consultant that I'm trying to be, I said to him, what I would recommend, now listen now, because this works for him so well, I could sell him the entire table and he would have taken it. I said to him, what I think you should do now is get the vitamin C for your entire face. And I showed him the 2 bottles. And of course, you know which one he bought. He bought the bigger bottle. And so right away there, he bought the bottle of the serum, the vitamin C serum and the eye cream. And I'm like, thank you, Tamara. So guys, these information that we're sharing is really good, and I hope that we are taking note and we are sharing what we have learned with confidence, because listen, this is good. Any questions or comments? That's the only thing I don't like about us. We don't have nothing to say. Anyway, we have a few things coming up. The A-list presentation is coming up day after tomorrow on Wednesday at 11 a.m. check that out. All you have to do is sign into your account and click the link and you are on. You don't have to sign up for anything. Of course, Cancun is coming. It's an uphill struggle already, but listen, the summer is coming and we can do great things. So
it's for this year?
Next year.
We earn it this year. No, we have to earn it this year, Miss Brown.
I was about to say, that's the day after my birthday. Our birthday.
You and Jeannie. No, we have to earn it this year, and then the trip is next year in March.
Could you tell me after everything is over how much I have to earn to get it?
Okay, I will. And then our convention is coming up. I'm going by myself, all by myself.
Just bring your keychain, please. Thank you.
You funny, Angeline. You funny.
She rubbing it in our faces, isn't she?
Nobody coming with me. No, none of my team members, none of my partners coming, but it's all right.
You gonna take us with you free of charge?
Oh, I wish I could. Oh gosh. But listen.
Tamara, did you open up your purse room yet?
What?
Did you open up that $1,000 purse room yet?
Yeah, I sprayed one.
Could you spray some on this and I'm coming to pick it up?
Every time someone mentions it, that's when I remember I have it.
So can you
spray that? That would be displayed in the living room.
Displayed.
You got some, Jeff, Jenny?
No, listen, I don't know.
I don't pay it any money. No, I
don't know.
Box. It's in box, but it's displayed on where all the Christians in the living room. So
yeah,
I don't use it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the smell?
That's an investment.
Well, invest in all of us and give us a sample, please.
No, listen, guys.
Do it smell good?
Whenever we decide to come together, I'll bring it.
Yes.
Well, excuse me. Whenever you decide to be open.
That's the next thing that I wanted to really mention, that we want to have a face-to-face, right? And so I'm going to talk to Tamara and Jeannie and come up with a couple of dates, and then I'm going to throw it out to you guys to see what you think.
I'm about to start some confusion. Why you always saying Tamara and Jeannie?
Oh, because they are the leaders on the team, and the three of us. I mean, they leave me alone in the lurch most times.
But humbug Scrooge. She don't like us, y'all.
No,
it's not that.
No, it's not that. It is just that. Okay. Anyway, any questions or comments?
Still love you, though.
Judy has turned off her light, so
I
I'm ready to go.
I don't turn the light out.
So try to find back your light so that we can take the picture.
Wait a second. I'll turn the light on.
Noisy in the background. I can't hear anything.
Oh, it's noisy in the background. Which background?
That's noise in the background. So I'm not hearing everything that you guys are saying.
Okay, I have the light on.
That's light. It's not okay.
Okay, I'll listen to the recording.
Okay, all right. 1, 2, 3. Miss Brown, hold up your head and smile. 1, 2, 3.
Oh God.
She needs some medicine.
I know.
Can't take this.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you all. And
Thank you.
And
It was good. Me too. Thank you.
that you have learned something tonight, and we'll see you next time. Have a good
All
night.
righty. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody.